have made it on Periscope already, but I thought I would make it in here in Haps because we're getting new people in here all the time that like to be part of the broadcast that may have never seen these before. So I thought I would come in here and do peanut nuts. Only 4 ingredients, and I will be putting my tripod down to my stove because you'll want to see me doing that. It just takes sugar, which I'm using cane sugar. It takes peanut butter, which I've got measured out here. It takes a little bit of milk, and what else? The other one? Vanilla extract. Oh, I've got, it's only 4 ingredients, so that's simple enough to make. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And as people come in here, you can share this out. Hi, Tony. You are now a moderator. So if anything, you see anything that I don't, please take care of it for me. I wish I'd had you as a moderator last night, but you did a good job anyway. You took care of things for me, and I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to aim my tripod down to my stove so you can see what I'm doing. And if I don't see your comments, I'll catch them up later. I just want to get down to my stove so you can see it. But there, I think you can see my stove okay. I can move this over a little bit if you can't. Thank you. There you go. I mentioned make sure that you can see my stove. Okay, I'm going to make sure that you can see my stove. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a half a cup of milk in here, and I'm not going to go ahead and bring it to a boil. I'm going to put the milk in first. As you can see, the sugar's in there. I'm going to bring pour a half a cup of milk. I'm going to get my, I'll get a wooden spoon. I don't like that one. I'll get a different one. I like this one here. And I'm just going to go ahead and stir it. And I'm not going to turn it on until I get mixed. But when I stir it, I got to stir it constantly. So you're never going to see my head. You're just going to see me stirring this, but that's okay. I'm going to break this down, put it about medium heat, and I'm going to stir this constantly. And once it comes to a boil, then I let it boil for 2.5 minutes. So then I'll set my timer on my stove, in my microwave. Well, there's Erlene. If I can't see you, let it be. If I can't see who you are in here, that please forgive me because my thing is clear down and it's hard to see who's in here. This will be a very simple recipe, and I'm just gonna go put it in this dish, this small dish. It's about an 8-cup dish. I had got from Pampered Chef a while back, and I'm just gonna put it in there. So I think, and I'm not gonna put it in the refrigerator or anything because a woman said that made it. She doesn't put it in the refrigerator. She just leaves it out on the counter to let it set up. So you can do that too. And then of course you put it in the refrigerator afterwards. But good to see everybody here. Let it be, and Arlene and Tony, and Teresa. Good to see you too. If I don't see you right away, it's because once I get this done, then I can go ahead and raise it up, and then you'll be able to see my face. But I want to get this done first. This is going to start boiling before too long, and then when it starts boiling, then I'll count the time. But I got to keep stirring this because I don't want to get this stuck at the bottom. You know what I mean? Probably don't have to. It says bring to a boil. Continue to boil for 2.5 minutes. Stir constantly. So I'm just going to add it right now. I'll stand here and talk to you guys a little bit. So how's everybody doing today? For those in here, I have added more moderators for my own peace of mind. I won't go into what happened last night. You all go back and watch the replay and you can find that out. But anyway, I've added some more moderators. So I got about 10 now. I do that because some of my moderators, like Arlene, can't always be in here. My daughter's not always in here. So I need moderators to fill in those positions. And I've also asked Benita to be a moderator too. So if anybody else wants to be a moderator, you just let me know and I'll add you to the list because I don't think there's any certain amount you can have in here. And Benita, I've asked Benita Breland, the Indian lady, to be a moderator, and her fiance. I put him on as a moderator on the moderator list too. He doesn't know it yet because he wasn't in my broadcast this morning, but because he's in Australia. But she said to add him, and she'll tell him. So I'm sure he's going to find it out. But I needed to add moderators because things were not going very well and almost had me in tears. But that's I'll just kind of let it go because I'm over it. But I just thought I'd let you know that I do have more moderators. So if you choose to be a moderator, just let me know, and I will set you up because we need all the help we can get. We broadcasters, we need help. We need all the help we can get. So I hope everybody's day is going good. We are we're getting warm here, almost 60 degrees. Really good here today. My daughter is about 65, I think she said. So she's getting pretty warm. It's almost like spring weather, and I feel really good because I got my taxes done this morning. My daughter helped me do my taxes, got them filed. All I have to do is print out my copy, and I'm done. So I think it's awesome. I do owe the state. I do owe my state, but I don't owe the federal. So that's good. I owe my state. I owed them last year. I figured I would because I made more money. So I owe them some. So that's okay. You know, it is what it is. You know. So I'm gonna just put it just a little high to probably get it boiling, and then I'll turn it down. So until it boils, I think I'll put it up a little bit so you can see my face. But anyway, it's always good to get the taxes done. You're almost 60, Erlene. Well, that's awesome. My daughter said she's going to be 65 today. So, that's good spring weather. Well, your snow ought to be melted then. You shouldn't probably have to worry about any snow around. My daughter had quite probably 8 inches of snow. So, you're only 46 in Chicago. Yeah, you're going to be a little cooler, Tony, but it's going to get better. March is coming and it's going to get a lot better. You have to take it as it comes, but at least that the good weather is coming and the bad weather is going out the door. So that's one good thing about it. We're getting close to the end of our winter. You've only got probably less than a month to go. I think it's a little less than a month or maybe a month to go, and we're going to be in spring. I think March 20th, 21st or 22nd. I never can keep the day straight anymore. Somewhere around there is going to be spring. So, hi, Yassine. Good to see you. I'm making some peanut butter fudge today. I'm just got my tripod down because I've been working on the stove, and I'll put it down a little bit more as soon as it comes to a boil. I just thought I'd come in here and do some peanut butter fudge. Anybody loves peanut butter? I was going to do some chocolate fudge, but I've made that before. Of course, I've made peanut butter fudge before too, but I haven't made it since I've been on Haps, and I thought you get a whole new brand of people in Haps from Periscope, Twitter, or anything like that. So I thought, well, I'll just come in here and I'll do something on here that you guys might like. If you like peanut butter, you're going to like this fudge because it's very tasty. It's very good. And I put this up on high, so it's going to take a little time for it to boil. When it starts boiling, then I'll go ahead and set it back down, and then I'll have to, then I will take my microwave and I'll time it because I like to keep it timed. But good to see everybody today. It was great last night to see Eamon, or however you pronounce his name. Eamon. He's a friend from high school, from Baghdad, and now he lives in Florida. His English is very, very good. He came into my broadcast last night, and I was so happy to see him. It's always nice to get new followers, people subscribing. I love it. And if you're not following Yassine or you're not following Retta, his brother, follow both of them. Yassine doesn't do a lot of walking or broadcasts, but he does good broadcasts on his broadcast studio. Now Retta goes out and does the sunset broadcast, although I've seen do a few walking broadcasts, but he mostly stays at home and does them on his computer. But nonetheless, they are both very good broadcasters. Follow both of them. You'll truly be blessed, especially when it comes to the walking one that Retta does. You do go out on the beach, or he'll go along to his little private island or whatever. They're awesome broadcasts, and I get a good feeling every time it makes me feel like I'm right there with him. So it makes me feel good too that Yassine cares enough that wants to be on my broadcast, and that's awesome. In case you don't know, Yassine and Retta are both from Morocco. So they're wonderful gentlemen. They're twins. So if you hear Yassine talk, it'll sound like Retta's talking too, because they are twins and they look alike. So, I didn't know that at first until he came on one day, and I said, well, I thought I'm hearing Retta talk, but it's actually Yassine. So same voice and same features. Okay, this is starting to boil now, so I'm going to set this down and time it for 2.5 minutes. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right, I gotta go. Oh, okay. Oh, what am I trying to do here? Yeah, I'm trying to Yeah, I keep forgetting 2.5. I keep forgetting what I'm doing here. Just hold on. Let me oh, um timer. That's what I want. I was getting sorry about that. I almost had like I had a um I was uh oh, oh, I'll have to take that off. I'm gonna do this. I, it didn't want to go 2:30 and then start. It's time to press the timer again. There we go. You can't press start. You got to press the timer. Sorry about that. I should have known better. But I'm gonna put this back down so you can watch me stir this. It's getting into boiling. Um, whoa. Good. We went down too far. I have to tighten the thing up. It went down too far. Sorry about that. Let me tighten this up. That thing just took right off, didn't it? This is a very good thing, but it sure likes to take off. Whoops. I'm gonna make sure I get this tight now. Make sure. Oh, there we go. I put it the wrong way. There. Now it won't go any further. Sorry about that. It just took right off. I just have to tighten the thing up. So I didn't. I'll have to wait until I put it back up, Erlene, so I can see what you're saying. But when I get done with this, then I'll put my tripod all the way up, because then I won't be using this anymore. I'll turn this off because I'm going to add the peanut butter and the vanilla. As you can see, I'll add this to this off the when I get off the stove, when I turn it off. So I can't see what you're saying, Erlene. I'll have to. It's too far down. It's hard to read it. So I'll have to I'll pull this back just a little bit because my tripod is getting on my stove, and what it'll do is it'll melt it. It'll melt the tripod leg. So I'll just have to. So you can see I'm trying to do this. I got to stir this constantly. You got to bring it to a boil. Keep it stirring for 2.5 minutes. That's the only way it's going to set up. So I'm just going to keep stirring this while I'm talking to you. I hope everybody's day is going great. That you're getting better weather. That it's not snowing on you. But like I said, this going the other way. So if it starts snowing, it isn't going to last very long. I mean, it was just a few years ago at this time, coming up this Sunday, that we ended up getting 18 inches of snow. So maybe we'll luck out this time. We won't get it. So, well, that thing's almost done already. 2 minutes to 30. I haven't done the timer in a while because I use Alexa, so I forgot. Got to hit timer instead of start. But it's almost done, so I can shut it off. I apologize for that. I should have known better. Now, I'm going to try to phone back up so you can see me. There. Hi, everybody. I know you haven't been seeing me. Let me get a hot pad to put on my counter. Okay. Now you can watch me do this. I think you should be able to see it okay. Yeah, okay. Wow, that's really... Now, I'm going to put the peanut butter in there. And I'm just going to leave this out on the counter. Because the lady that made this originally wrote the recipe, she said she left it out on the counter to sit out. And because you can put it either in your refrigerator or freezer set up. She left it out on her counter. And she said it set up. So this is a simple recipe. Very, very simple. I'm really pleased with it. Let's see how much. And 1 teaspoon. Okay. This is your teaspoon. This in here. Okay, there we go. All right, and that's everything in there. And I'm going to stir it again, and I'm going to put it in my glass container. Put this in the sink. I washed a bunch of dishes before I come in here, and I'll have some more to wash. Just want to make sure I stir it softly because I don't want to splatter it up on me. So. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I didn't come in and I thought, shoot, I be doing that. I know I do them after the podcast. The reason I don't do it is because I figure, well, I'm going to dirty them up for the broadcast, and I'll just do them after the broadcast. So it's not that I don't do them at all. I just, I just didn't get them done, but I decided to do them today. So see what this is beginning to look like, and I'm going to pour it in my glass container. I think this should be big enough. I was having a hard time trying to figure out what container to put it in, but I'm just going to keep stirring this. I'll go over the recipe again, but it's a very, very simple recipe. It's one that everybody should have all these ingredients in your house. Now, that being said, if you want to use refined sugar, go right ahead, because I'm not telling anybody they have to use the sugar that I use. You use whatever sugar you have in your house. So whatever sugar you have in your house, or whatever sugar you want to use, that's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. You know, I know what I want to do, but I'm not telling you have to use what I used. I'm going to leave this out on the counter. You said it doesn't take very long. I'll take some. What she say to set up? She shakes her glass container to make sure it's all distributed evenly, which I might do that too. That's pretty much. And to smooth out the make it even. She kind of smooths it out and it's even. So that's pretty much. So there. Now when it sets up, it's good peanut butter fudge. I wanted something big enough. It doesn't. This is actually a little deeper than it needs to be, but I wanted something big enough that it was going to hold it all. So this will be a good peanut butter fudge. Now, that being said, I know some people are allergic to peanut butter. You could probably, if you wanted to, you could take almond butter and make fudge. You can make an almond butter fudge if you're allergic to, because I know people are allergic to peanuts, and if you're allergic to peanuts, I don't expect you to put peanut butter in it, because it's not gonna help you. It's gonna not do very good system. So you do what you need to do. Now I was gonna make some stuff I saw on Pinterest, but it takes almond butter, and I didn't have any, so I thought, well, I'll just make these instead, because it was something that took almond butter, and I can't remember what they were, some kind of dessert, and I can't remember what it was now, but I thought, well, I'll just do this since I have the peanut butter. It didn't take that much, 3/4 of a cup. So I hope everybody enjoyed watching me make this, because it's very, very simple. I like making simple things. I don't like making things that are difficult, because anything that's difficult to make, it's not fun. I like to make things where I can figure out exactly what goes in it, and what, I can say, well, this is what I put in it, and I don't have to worry. So my dogs are barking at something. So you appreciate being here. I'm getting close to my $200 goal this month, and I hope I can get it. But if I don't, I can roll over into next month. So I'm getting close. I've got $59 and something this month, and then I'll go into the $200 one. So I'm getting close to filling the $100 one up. I don't know how much I've got on there, because I don't see it on my screen, but I know 61% yesterday. So I don't make anybody give me awards unless they want to. So if you feel like giving an award, that's fine. If you don't, you're still my friend. You're still my friend, because you guys are awesome. So I still love each and every one of you, and I'm glad that you follow me on my broadcast. You support me. I had a lot of support last night, which I really needed. And Vanita was supportive of me too. I mean, her fiance got right up on the screen, and he had few choice words to say, but he was sticking up for me. He was sticking up for her, because things were said about her that were not appropriate. But anyway, such is life. You gotta just live, whatever. We're going to have those things, whatever. But I hope you can see my peanut butter here. It's going to start setting up. bought an air fryer. Oh, good, Tony. Which one did you get? I've got the now I did have the XL. I got rid of that one. Another one I have is called a Casor. Amazon. I got it at it's a 5 quart, but this has got a good basket, big basket in mine, and that needs to be washed. But what I like about it is I can remove the top part, this basket, which I love that, and take it out of the bottom. My other one I could not do that, but I love this, and I could take it out of the bottom. I usually, when I'm not using it, I just set this up here, and then because otherwise this will be on all the time, and I don't want that on. So yes, air fryers will you can do so much with them. Fries in mine, you put onion rings. It has I put a four thing they're like got them at Winco, I think it was old one, and I've had 4 of those. So that was my lunch. Oh, you got a 6 quart? You got a pretty good size one. That mine's 5.8. That's about the biggest one I can muster. The other one I had, I think, was same one Arlene's got, and I think it was a 5. I couldn't do a lot with it. I couldn't put a lot of items in it, but this holds a lot of fries. I just fill up the bottom, and what I do with my fries, I get frozen fries, and what I do is I put them in a bowl with your oil in the bottom, and your salt, and I just shake the whole bowl, and then coat the fries, put them in my basket, and set it for the time. Now, I don't use the setting for the French fries. I use the French fry setting, but I don't set the time for what they say for, because that's your raw ones. So I set it for 400 for 14 minutes, and they come out perfect. Come out very perfect. So I'm really pleased with it. I've used it almost every day. Not every day, but pretty darn close. My daughter uses hers a lot, especially when the boys are home from school, which they will be tomorrow because Wednesday they don't go. So she'll use it then, because my one grandson loves fries. She'll ask him what he wants for lunch. I want fries. I told Laura, I said, well, he's gonna say fries. I know it. He loves his fries. But she does corn dogs, I think, and stuff in there. She's done, I think she's put meat and stuff in there. It comes out real good. I have put I get stuff at Walmart. It's like it's almost like Incredible Meat, or it's like they give you burgers. I put those in here. I think on 350 for 10 minutes, because that's the frozen setting. They come out perfect, and they're done every time, and they're really, really good. So you can, you're not limited to just a few things. You can put, anything that you can put in your oven, you can put in here. You can even do a cake in here. Of course, you need a special pan, which I have all the accessories for my Kasori. I bought the accessories online. After I bought this, then I turned around and bought the accessories off the Kasori website. So I haven't used them yet, but I've got several things there to use if I want to. I think there's a pizza pan, there's a cake pan, anything that I need to use, I can use it because it fits it fits for this particular air fryer. Because it's hard to find anything on Amazon that fits your particular air fryer that you're using. And I thought, well, I'll just go on the Kasori website. Surely they have them there, and they did. I think it was, what was it, $30-some for, I think, 4 or 5 accessories. I'm not sure exactly how much I spent for them, but oh, you did? That sounds good, Tony. Oh, I bet it was good. Oh my, zucchini bread. I haven't had zucchini bread in a long time. That is awesome. You could probably do banana bread in it too. Oh, zucchini bread. Now you're making me hungry for zucchini bread. Oh, zucchini. There's another thing people may, but I love zucchini. They're really good. Man. Oh, dipped in dressing. Well, that's awesome. A little different, but that's awesome. It probably tastes really good. Now, ranch is my favorite dressing, although I like to make my own. I don't like what you buy in the store because it's got so many chemicals and stuff in it. So I like to make my own. So when I make my own like that, it's a lot better, because you know what's in it. But zucchini bread, you can't go wrong with it. That's awesome that you can make your own zucchini bread. So it's healthy for you because you know what the ingredients are you put in there. And that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Tony. Oh, man. Well, you're going to find that your air fryer is going to be very dependable. Let me tell you. I don't know what I'd do without my air fryer. when I didn't have it, everything has to go in a lot of things have to go in the oven and stuff. And I thought, oh, I want to get me an air fryer. Everybody's talking about these. What do they do? So I got it, and I love it. Oh, vegan ranch. Good, good. That's right. You're vegan. That's awesome. Um, yeah, you know me. I make vegan stuff, and that's right. You're vegan. So that's great, Tony. Oh man, I bet I can just taste it now. My mouth is watering. Oh man, I bet that is good. Oh wow. It'd be real. Zucchini is good for you anyway, but I can just imagine it tastes so good. And I'm glad to know that somebody else likes the air fryer too, and will fix vegan stuff. This will probably go up on my vegan page, although I've probably got peanut butter squares up there already, or peanut butter fudge up there already. But it doesn't hurt to put another one up there, because everyone's made different. I don't recall making this one before. I think the other one I made was different. So there's several different recipes of different things to make. So I'm glad that I found this, because everybody knows me and Pinterest. I love Pinterest because I like to find recipes there, because you can do so much on Pinterest. I mean, there's about anything there you can find. Anything that to your heart's content you can find, you can get it at Pinterest. And that's why I use Pinterest. I love it. I don't know what I'd do without it. I really don't. I just don't. It's been a great godsend for me. Really, it has. So where do you get your recipes from, Tony? Or do you have a book that's got recipes in it? Because everybody gets their recipes from a different place. But Pinterest has always been an old standby for me. I started with it because my daughter's been going on Pinterest, and she kind of turned me on to Pinterest a little bit. She gets a lot of her recipes in there. I've gotten crochet patterns in there, all different kinds of things, your crafts and what have you. Just about anything on Pinterest that you can name, they have it. So I'm just happy for Pinterest. I hope it always, it always stays good, and they keep adding more recipes. In fact, every time I go in there, it seems like there's something new on the page when there was before. I always have to, oh, this is something new, and then I'll tap on it to see what the recipe's about, and oh, okay. Yeah. Um, oh gosh, there's others out there. I don't use allrecipes.com so much now, because I like Pinterest better. But I did use it at one time. So it just depends. There's a lot of places that you can get your recipes anyway, but I find Pinterest works the best for me, because they're always adding new things into it, and I've got a lot of boards. I've got so many boards that I keep everything. In fact, I can show you. This is just some of my. These are my boards. Just under. Well, this is just under my vegan desserts. This is just one vegan dessert, and I've got a whole. Look at all these vegan desserts I've saved. This is just one board. I've got a bunch more. So it's just I keep buying. I just keep putting more and more up in here, and that's what you just make a board, and you pin the recipe to that board, and you know exactly where it's at. You can go in and find it. Sometimes with interest, I use it every day except Sabbath. Of course, I don't use it on Sabbath, but I use it every day to find something. Now, when I was on Periscope, it seemed like every day I was looking for recipes from Pinterest to do, because I would come in about every day and do recipes. But I don't do that much now. I just do one a week. So, but I find that it's a lot better for me to do it the way I'm doing it. Just devote one day a week to my cooking and everything, and the rest of the week devote it to other things, because I like to vary my broadcast. So I'm not doing the same thing in every broadcast. I think a lot of people will do the same thing. If you vary it, then you don't get bored, and people don't get bored either. So that's why I like to do that. I like to vary what I'm doing, walking my dogs, or I'm planning on starting doing musical stuff. I got my lesson book for my keyboard, and as soon as my keyboard comes tonight, I can start practicing on it. And I ordered a regular song book that'll be coming Friday, because this has got a few songs in it, but it's showing you the chords, how your fingering goes. So I need to learn that first. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I can do that too. Swift Beats. Have you ever seen the setup he's got? Wow. He's really got an expensive keyboard. He probably paid $500-600 for it, because they do have them out there for $500-600. Suppose what he does with it, yeah, you'd have to. Mine was about $70. You could get a pretty good one for $70, $70 to $100, maybe 150, 200. So yeah, it is. Um, enjoy, my enjoy. So what I it goes from one device. You put on your iPad, it automatically goes to your phone. Because I've got both of my iPad and my phone. So when I'm not on one, I'm on the other. Because I can broadcast with my iPad, but I'd rather broadcast with my phone than look on my iPad to get it. But I put them on both. And I write my recipe up from either one and put it up on the page. And it takes a little time to do that, but it works really, really well. Oh yeah, Swifty. Yeah. Yep. 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 Oh, you love Swifty's music? I've really never been in his broadcast. I started watching his replay yesterday. I started watching his replay and I thought, wow, he's got some setup there. Whoa, that is really an expensive keyboard. He's got, he's good at what he does. He's really good at what he does. I was watching Louise Poppy before I came in here, and she was doing a tour there in she's in New Zealand. She was doing a tour, and it was an awesome tour. I like seeing other countries. It places me there, and all the beauty of these other countries. If you've never been there, you see them doing a tour of it. You get the feeling that, oh, maybe that's someplace I'd like to visit sometime. So yeah, she's in Auckland, New Zealand. So that was an awesome tour. I love that. And then I was watching a replay of a young girl, and I mean, maybe some of you are following her, maybe if you're not. Irina, she's from where is she from? I'm not sure. She's from another country, Montenegro, I think. She did one this morning where she was doing a at a water in a mountain scene. It was beautiful. But anyway, I watched a replay of hers, and I didn't know she was even on hats, because I love that kind of music. Piano. I like organ a little bit better than piano, but I love to watch people play. But anyway, I was watching her replay, and I've never seen anybody play the piano like she does. She was even crossing her hands over like this. And I thought, wow, she's really young, but she is good at what she does. And she just, she's got a classical piano, and then she plays the classics. Wow. Oh, she's boss. She really, really is. I was not trying to do, but I should have gotten a hold of Swift Beats and had him come in my broadcast last night. I think he could have handled that one that was in there, trying to pretend to be him, but I didn't want to bother him because he's in UK, and he probably was asleep because they're on total different time than we are. I can't even keep Randy straight anymore. I mean, when he's we're night here, he's morning there, and when he's morning there, we're night here. So it's really funny, because I think he's about 11 hours ahead of me, something like that. I think I figured out. So it's hard to keep everybody straight, but it's awesome being able to go into broadcasts and see all these people with the talent that they have are just showing their country, because it makes me feel like I'm there. I'm right there with them. I'm walking alongside of them, because I've never been to New Zealand. I've never been to any of these other countries at all, Montenegro or Saudi Arabia, or even the Philippines, where Randy just came back from. I've never been to any of those countries, but to be there along with him, it made me feel like I was right there. I was spending the time with him. I was walking alongside with him or in the car with him. It was awesome, And Randy is a character anyway. He's really funny, but he's. I really enjoy watching his broadcasts. I don't always get in there at the when he comes on. Sometimes I do, and I'm not in there 5 to be a guest. Well, I usually accept. I don't not dressed, so I'll say no. I'm not dressed right now. Wait till some other time. But most of the time, I'm dressed, and I'll go in there. But I do enjoy that. I enjoy being a guest up there. Him asking me questions. Sometimes he puts you on the spot, but he ends up getting a lot of followers in there because of me, or his guests, because the guests he has up there are being followed their followers, so they know, so they're on up on the guests that are up on his broadcast. Uh, their followers come into his broadcast so they can see it. So I get a lot of my followers into his broadcast because of they're following me. You know, they may not particularly following him. Some might be, some might not. But anyway, it's awesome. Um, you're welcome, Tony. Uh, okay, you have a great dinner, Tony. Sounds good. And talk to you later. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna close this in a little bit because I don't think too many more people in here, but I get a lot of replays, so that's not a big deal. I've already got my challenge, so I'm not trying to get my challenge now anyway. I may come on again a little bit later. I don't know if I'm not sure if I will or not, or I may wait till tomorrow. But anyway, I thank each and every one of you for coming in here, supporting me, being here for me, and just being you. And I appreciate that. And I always say, what you see with me is what you get, because I'm not flaky. I'm not superficial. I mean, I am who I am. So I thank you all for coming in and being here to support me. And I hope you have a great and marvelous day, night, afternoon, wherever you're at. Take care. God bless. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.